This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from the Isle of Jersey in the British Channel, weighing 182 pounds, Ben Carter.
I know we've got Eddie Kingston and Brian Pillman Jr. coming up in our main event later here tonight on AEW Dark. I'm going to call this one the People's Main Event. Two of the hottest young prospects in AEW, Taz.
No doubt about it, man. Carter is definitely on point. We've seen him compete, and we'll get to in a few seconds here. We've seen him compete against you, Ricky Starks. And here comes Lee Johnson, to your point, another tremendous young athlete here.
Who I've also faced.
And his opponent, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 180 pounds, Lee Johnson.
I would have gotten to that, Ricky. You don't have to jump me.
Well, and according to Lee Johnson's record, which is 0-12, he's someone you also beat, Ricky Starks, so credit there.
Thank you,
Did they teach you that in law school to do that kind of math? Seriously, that was tremendous.
Lee Johnson is somebody that draws a lot of inspiration from one of the fixtures here in All Elite Wrestling, Kenny Omega.
Oh, really?
Wow.
He does.
Well, that's a good guy to, be motivated by. One of the best in the world, no doubt, is Omega. But this should be interesting. You know what? I'm going to lean on you, Ricky Starks, and I'll speak for Veda and for Excalibur.
Oh,
they love when they do that.
Here we go.
Give me a little insight on, on Carter.
I'll tell you, the thing about Carter is that he is so quick. He's so quick and snappy that you don't expect it at first.
Right,
and you really have to stay on your game with him, because even if you take a split second to get your eyes off of him, he's already zipping around.
He's behind you, he's flying around or something.
Trust me, I realized that within the first 30 seconds of the match.
Right. No, I trust you. I don't think Veda Scott does, but I trust you.
Well, most lawyers don't trust anyone.
Wow. Spitting facts. There we go. Arm control right here by Ben Carter.
We back on, Taz?
Oh, yeah,
Good?
that's
We're good
fine.
now?
It's open forum here.
Gotcha.
You guys can go. Yep.
This is a match, though, that on paper to me seems great. I have a feeling that watching it in front of our eyes is going to be even better than we expect it to be.
It's definitely starting out excellent, no doubt.
Carter flipping through, using his quickness. And bringing Lee Johnson over. Lee Johnson, the up kick. Both men spring to their feet. Standoff.
I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. I give credit where credit is due. As always, I'm an upstanding individual, and these two are absolutely phenomenal.
And you don't say that much, Ricky Starks, so that's impressive. Give me a little breakdown of Lee Johnson, because you wrestled Lee Johnson. Again, another victory for you.
Yes, absolutely. Lee, of all people, has a lot of heart. A lot of heart. He reminds me of a young Sting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's high praise. That's high praise. Okay.
You spent a lot of time in the ring with Sting?
You know what? Yeah, I did,
Excalibur, see, that's the thing with Excalibur. He's very cunning.
I would say, in my estimation, with Lee Johnson only 22 years of age, Ben Carter 23 years of age, that they have experience that belies how young they are. They wrestle at another level despite their age. And there we see Carter get the best. Oh, Johnson! Pinpoint accuracy, catching Ben Carter in the stomach with that drop kick.
And this has been very evenly matched, just back and forth. And Ricky Starks, it's not often that I hear you be so complimentary about anyone who isn't yourself, so more credit to you. There's that credit right back.
Thank you.
That's what being part of Team Taz will do, Veda. We teach class and high priority. Yeah, modesty. Thank you. Look at this. Wow. That was impressive.
Oh!
Very nice. Well, not for Lee Johnson, but very, very nice.
Yeah, Ben Carter driving Johnson's face first into the buckle. So quick. It's tough to stop that.
Yeah, snapped Johnson down, driven face first into that middle turnbuckle pad.
Watch here, you see that.
Caught the lariat and drove him head first into that pad. I mean, that's a very thin layer of padding over that steel turnbuckle.
Yeah, I don't think people on this, most people have not seen that steel buckle that's referenced for so many years. It's a big, thick steel ring, as you guys know, that's just covered by a pad. So you feel it when you hit those turnbuckles.
And Lee Johnson feeling those chops and feeling that snap suplex cover.
Yeah.
Two.
Very, the way that snap suplex was done, like the late, great Dynamite Kid, very much reminded me of Dynamite Kid, the way he does that snap suplex. Very similar.
And something I will say about both of them, and this is me speaking from the perspective of a wrestler, what impresses me is that both of them are so crisp and calculated in their movements. Very quick, but there's nothing, the urgency is there, but, It's
snapping.
crisp and snappy.
Snappy is the key.
That's what I was alluding to. I mean, despite their young age, they are really, I mean, wrestling like multi-year veterans. And now Lee Johnson gets
Just
taken
like
down
that.
into the STF.
Yeah, very
By
difficult.
Ben Carter.
Yeah, tough hold to deal with if you're Lee Johnson right now. Got to try to get to a bottom rope or turn towards your backside if you can to get those lower body off of you of Ben Carter.
I got a question now for you, Taz,
Yes,
and for Ricky.
yes.
Now, when you're watching a match like this, and
Yes.
you know you're constantly scouting for Team Taz,
Always.
would someone like this be in the running, or are they already out because they lost to Ricky
No,
Starks?
no. Both of these men I would look at, I would say, as potential candidates if we decided to add more members
Right.
to Team Taz. I mean, do I really have to? I mean, with Ricky Starks, Brian Cage, what more do I
I feel
really
like your
need?
cup is full there.
Yes,
Yeah,
my
man.
cup runneth over.
He's only got so many track jackets, Veda.
I've only got so many. That's not
Wait
funny.
a minute.
I've only got so many
Another
cups.
thing that we could monetize for Team Taz if you get on board
I don't
with
have
this.
a track jacket.
We're working on it. We're working on it, bro. You got a custom physique. We got to get a
You
custom
gotta get it
size.
cut,
Yeah,
tailored.
custom.
Ben
Tailored.
Carter headed up top. Lee
Nice
Johnson,
takes.
though, senses the danger. He's firing in some right hands to the
Oh.
ribs. And he knocks Carter back down into the ring. Drop kick.
Man, he left his feet quick. Great height right there in that drop kick, and
Yeah.
Lee's in trouble.
And that was a drop kick right to the gut, too. That'll wind you. That's sometimes even more brutal than to the face.
Up he goes.
Ben-
Whoa!
Oh, you know,
God.
he lost his footing, but he recovered.
Yeah, he still held on, but Lee Johnson
Oh, small
holds on
package.
inside
He's got it.
cradle.
Oh, that was so close. And again, there is that awareness.
Whoa!
Oh, double
God.
pump kick.
Wow. These two young guys are tearing it up. They are tearing it up. Got to give them a lot of praise, Ricky. It's awesome.
All right. Good
exactly.
to see it. We love to see it from Ricky Starks.
The words taken out of Ricky Stark's mouth as Rick Knox giving the 10 count to both competitors.
And I think both of these athletes are just going on pure adrenaline now, trying to recover, trying to get some of that back.
And I mean, this is really a pivotal match in both men's careers, still seeking their first victories in AEW.
When after this match, one of them will no longer be winless. That's pretty big.
Great
Right,
point.
right.
But I think it's worth noting that when we talk about the future, these two have to be in the top 5.
When we talk about the future, we talk about the present, we talk about you, Ricky Starks. That's
I'm
not
the
being
present.
so humble.
No, I'm the present.
You're also the future. But these guys are doing pretty good, too.
Boxing elbows by Johnson, a kick to the leg. And,
Moonsault.
and
Nice
oh,
counter.
Johnson counters. Snapmare. Ducks under. Rolls him through. Blue Thunder bomb.
got
One,
it. He's
two.
got it. Go!
Oh, my God.
And that is not the first time in this match that we've seen Lee Johnson anticipate something from Ben Carter. Who again, this is kind of the issue you have when you are so highly touted. Here comes that replay.
Wow, just sat out, spun Carter for a loop, but Taz, we often say it didn't put the ankles on the shoulders.
Right, he didn't put, and that's the key thing with that Blue Thunder bomb. And if you lean forward a little bit too, which to your point brings everything forward with your feet, your ankles on him, you're gonna get the pin, and that's a little mistake cost Lee.
Is that something you just learn over time?
Yeah.
Like when it doesn't work, it doesn't work?
absolutely. He's gonna watch the match back. He'll see it. He'll see it, and he's also gonna hear it.
And Zikiri knocked Lee Johnson off of the apron.
That intensity in the face of Ben Carter.
And now Ben Carter
He's got
Heading-
some had wild intentions in mind. Look at that moonsault coming, buddy. Not
landed
bad.
on his feet off the middle turnbuckle and big shot he takes to the skies.
That was legit right there.
And Lee Johnson's fired up, not wasting any time, returning Ben Carter to the. Oh
Don't
no!
waste time,
Turn
don't waste time.
around.
Oh, my God.
Wow, he caught, I'll tell you what, he caught Lee Johnson right across the shoulder and the side of his head, man.
I got to shoot straight with you. I haven't said anything because I'm so mesmerized by this.
Yeah, well, you see right here.
Look at this.
Man, crushing.
But then, yeah, Carter came right back, crashed down on Johnson. Now Ben Carter up to the top rope. He's got Lee Johnson in his sights. Phoenix splash. Nope, rolls through.
Perfectly scouted.
Johnson's got him. Oh! Death Valley driver cover. 1, 2. Oh!
Just missed, Lee, just missed. Oh, that was sweet.
Drop
Big
kick,
heel
temple.
kick. Covers again. Wow.
Wow, near fall after near fall. These two young athletes tearing it up right here on Dark. only on AEW Doc you get to see this. This is legit.
And you can see the gears just turning in Lee Johnson's head. He's trying to figure out what else he has in the tank, what else he can pull out here, because we've seen just about everything.
But that's what he'll get with more maturity, not wasting time. I understand the emotions. Guys get hung up. Forget the emotions. Stay focused on your friggin' opponent and stay on his ass. That's the key.
Composure is such an intangible in professional wrestling.
It is. You can't get hung up in the emotion.
That's something that Ricky Starks, we've seen you have time and again. I think it's led to some of your success. I'm putting you over here.
You know, I'm a hothead sometimes, but I've really learned over the years.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Oh.
Spanish fly. And the shot to the face.
That's it.
1, 2.
Oh! Good gosh. Look at this
Back up
kid.
top.
How quick he goes back up to the top.
Quick as a cat.
Frog splash.
Covers 2, 3.
That's it.
The winner of this match, Ben Carter.
And it's almost like it was scripted what I was just saying. That's exactly what happened. See what Carter did. Once he realized he didn't get him, he went right back up to the top for that frog splash. Once he didn't get him on a Spanish fly, and off the kick, I should say. Then he just lost his mind. He didn't get caught up in the emotion. Hits the frog splash and captured the winner in an amazing matchup.
Ben Carter covered a very considerable distance with that frog splash. He put away Lee Johnson and, most importantly, picked up his first victory in All Elite Wrestling.